happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
JafriQ Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on JafriQ Radio. You're listening to Home Sweet Home on JafriQ Radio.
Hi guys, you are watching JafriQ Radio. I am Ababa from Ethiopia. JafriQ Radio ni የተመለከታችሁ ነው። ይመቻችሁ። አበበ ነኝ ከኢትዮጵያ።
ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán ẹ káalẹ́ orúkọ tèmi ni ọmọdọ́lá oyeyemi ọmọ bíbí ìlú ìbàdàn JafriQ Radio lẹ́ ń wò yìí o ẹ múra sí i ṣe púpọ̀.
Hello, viewers. This is Home Sweet Home, your favorite program, Home Sweet Home. Yes, Home Sweet Home. Wow, we are back again. Home Sweet Home. Thank you for tuning into JafriQ Radio on your favorite program, Home Sweet Home. Home Sweet Home. Wow. See how you are laughing. Home Sweet Home. We want every home to be sweet. In fact, we want every married couple enjoyed second heaven on earth.
Amen.
In their marriages. So, listen to Home Sweet Home. Please take your pen and paper and make notes. Because today, what we are bringing
This is JafriQ Radio.
is a life-changing, in fact, program. A life-changing discussion. So stay tuned as I am acknowledging the sponsors for this program. We have Bayside Modeling Agency. Bayside Modeling Agency is a model agency in Tokyo. If you are a model in Japan and you want an agency to belong to, just contact Bayside Modeling Agency at www.bay-side.biz. Or you can contact them through email on info@bay-side.biz. Or you can call Bayside Modeling Agency at +813 5413 3252. The Church of Pentecost. The Church of Pentecost Japan has 6 branches. We have Kawaguchi Central. We have Odaikyo Sagamihara, Nagoya Assembly, Osaka Assembly, PIWC Yokosuka, and PIWC Tokyo Shinjuku. We have Zion Company Limited. Zion Company Limited deals with narrations. So if you are a narrator and you are in Tokyo, you can contact Zion Company Limited at www.zionvoice.biz, or you can email them at info@zionvoice.biz. You can call Zion Company at +813 5413 3253. AfroKids Japan. AfroKids Japan is on Facebook. And AfroKids Japan deals with half mix. If you are black, you are Afro, and you want to know much of your culture, You can contact AfroKids Japan on Facebook. We have Simon Noble Solicitors. It deals with legal issues. So if you have any legal issue, you can contact them at www.simonnobblesolicitors.com. They are in England. And we have Turmeric Hotel, home away from home. It's at East Legon, Ghana. If you go on holidays and you need a very comfortable place to stay, just go to Turmeric Hotel. You can get them at www.turmerichotel.com. We have Willie Knox jeans and 1225 jeans, the best clothing line in town. This program is showing live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we are on YouTube. All that we want you to do is just like us and then share. You subscribe.
This is JafriQ Radio.
You like, and then you share to your friends. We want everybody to be part of this. And let me quickly introduce my able panelists to you. We have our ultimate boss. Ultimate boss. He's in the person of, I'll call him Brana Naya. He is Mr. Samuel Enin. You can call him P.O.P.
Thank you.
Pop. And our mama, she is the National Women Ministry President in Japan, Far East. She is the person of Mrs. Dickness, Mrs. Naomi Asari Zotto. And I am your host. My name is Abena Poma. You can call me Dickness Poma. We have our able engineer. He is the person of Mr. DJ Clemsy. DJ Clemsy is here. He is our engineer. And then our producer, Mr. P.O.D. You can call him Diamond Prince. Yes. And we have executive producer. He is the person of Nanayao. He's here. Nanayao. Okay, welcome back. Yes, today's program for discussion is communication in marriage. Communication. Hey, mon bon komo our room. I mean, come fancy. I was say you jam komo our room. Our room komo and na man so. Okay. So communication in marriage. Nanayao.
Yes, sir.
What is your understanding in communication in marriage?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, boss. And I just want to say good evening to your viewers in Asia.
Wow.
And good morning to your viewers in another
Continent
of the universe.
I see.
And today too is the day that our Lord has made.
Amen.
And David said we should rejoice and be glad in it.
Great.
So I'm very, very rejoicable today being with, in Japanese we say Ryotene Hana.
So ne.
Means both right and left I have beautiful, beautiful rose flowers.
Wow.
God, arigato. What was your question? Communication in marriage.
Yes.
Okay. Well, to me, if you ask me what is communication in marriage, or what do I know about communication in marriage, it's simple. It's to know each other, to understand each other's
opinion,
because your wife is from a different family.
Okay.
And you are also from a different family.
Okay.
So if there is no communication, you would know both of you wouldn't know
Yourself,
each other well.
yeah.
So I think in marriage, communication is one of the keys that we need in our marriage. Hi.
Good. Communication is the key, the basic key that all of us need in our marriages. If you don't talk, you might not know. Mama, communication.
Communication in marriage. Before I tackle that, I want our listeners and viewers to know that marriage is a wonderful thing. As
Very
I
wonderful.
always say, marriage is a source of blessing. It's a source of rejoicing.
Great.
It's a source of love. It's a source of joy. It's a source of grace. It's a source of satisfaction and romance.
Wow.
And one of the key things that contribute to all this that I have said is communication.
Ava. Or the other was
Great.
When we say communication or to communicate, it doesn't just mean that we exchange information.
That's right.
That is not what it means. But means that to make common our feelings and our opinions or our emotions to each other. Getting to know each other's feelings and opinion is communication.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Getting to know each other's feelings is communication. It's better we know each other's feelings. Communication.
Feelings, thoughts.
Wow. Let me read a little notes that I have made here. So one thing we must agree is that communication can either make or break a relationship.
Exactly.
Yes. The couples who know how to effectively and openly communicate with each other experience fulfilled relationship.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's better we communicate to each other.
Because you never know.
You never
You
know.
never know what your partner is thinking, what she needs,
That's
what
right.
he needs. But if you communicate, well, as you said,
Yeah.
you know, you will get to know each other very well, and you understand each other very well,
Very well.
and your marriage will be successful.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know, when I was a kid, there was this Frafra man that lives behind our house. I was like 5 or 6 years old, and we call him Captain.
Captain.
And his greetings was like, what's the name? Awarifu. Then the other neighbor too will respond. Awarifu, I say, Enkomo yadi ehu here.
Oh, I see.
Kata kata so, mumya so, enye, anadun komo, de.
Interesting.
So, really communication is very important.
And I don't come on the wow. Yes, communication is very, very important too in our marriages.
Exactly.
Yes, so you can make your marriage work well if you do effective communication. Communication, Mama. If something is troubling me, and I think this is me, and I need to keep it, is it proper in marriage?
No. Because we should know that our husband or our wife is not a magician
That's right.
or a mind reader.
Great.
You were brought up from a different family, a different
background. It's true.
So is me also.
This is JafriQ Radio.
So you might say that maybe I am I am the type that doesn't like talking. And most of the time, it is the men that take that side. They believe, for men, they try as much as possible to keep their feelings to themselves. I don't know whether it is the society that has portrayed that or what. And most of the time, women tend to share their feelings, their problems with families and friends.
That's why they said women talk too much.
So, but the ideal thing is, once we are married, we should try as much as possible to communicate with each other.
Great.
It is the two of us that are in the marriage. We know each other better than other people.
Exactly.
And if you decide to keep quiet, how am I supposed to know what you are thinking? If you don't spill it out, how do I know? So it is always better. It's not like this is how I am. But one major ingredient that makes marriage to be successful is effective communication. Effective communication. And not just talking, listening is also another part.
Exactly.
There are some of us, we don't know how to listen. We only know how to talk. Number one, me. I think listening is also a school that we need to go to.
Exactly.
Listening. So communication is very important.
Very
don't say,
important.
as our director said from the beginning,
Excuse me.
when we are so kata so
And yet, but don't call me director, just call me.
Brian Anaya. Call him Brian Anaya.
Thank you. Sorry.
Katasu muaso. Katasu muaso enyakra. And I don't come on that. Yeah, so you know when you communicate well, it makes and I don't come out to be the
Exactly.
If you don't communicate well, how can you do and I don't come out the
So communication is really important. Some of us we know how to talk, but most of our communication is only to blame. Only to blame, not to encourage, not to edify, not to fill with grace. We just.
Why didn't you do this?
So
this is what I don't like.
You are
this
always
is what
late.
I hate so much. What is this?
Yes. Always blaming.
You know this. Okay, me. I've married several times.
Hey, several times.
I've married several times, but I've never experienced that with Japanese people. That, as you said, blaming.
Oh, okay.
Unless you don't give the chop money well.
Oh, I see.
But when I started growing up, you know, from my own experience, like back home in Africa, Ghana, mostly, this engineer, mostly our parents, or like my uncle's wife or my aunties, they always attack their husband.
Oof.
And I just want to ask these beautiful rose flowers on my left and right that is it something that we like Africans or like black people does it a lot in marriages, or is it, I don't know, I'm not a woman, so if you can really explain it.
I think you are right. It might be a cultural thing. So you see that, for example, when we go back home, Ghana, before a child starts talking, the first words that they start with is insults. I don't know if mostly.
It depends on the parents or the background. So of the my
This is JafriQ Radio.
Was like 4 years before he understand what is Abua.
Back in Ghana. So maybe the locality.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is that most we are formed by the environment in which we are
That's
brought
right.
up, the home, the environment.
Yes.
So comparing this from Ghana and Japan, I see the
Japan.
difference.
Very wide.
Yes, the children, the first thing they start learning, arigato, those kind of polite
Yes.
words, but it is
Sumimasen.
opposite. So,
Arigato.
gomenasai, those kind of things.
So.
So I think, as you said, blaming, as I said earlier on, some people communicate mostly blaming without listening. It could be a cultural thing. But
cultural
the
thing.
ideal thing in marriage, to make our marriage sweet, to make our marriage successful, we should try to communicate without blaming. We should try as much as possible to listen more, to communicate
Great.
without blaming.
That's very, very.
And we shouldn't also keep
necessary.
quiet, as you said from the beginning, because lack of communication pave ways for extramarital affairs.
That's right.
Hey, like
It's-
what?
That's right. I just.
lack of communication. If you are not able to communicate, it makes one to give up being romantic.
Yes,
You
that
can
is.
give up being romantic because maybe the person is keeping quiet. Maybe something just comes up, and all the archives, the person brings it out.
That's
Then
right.
you ask yourself, is it really the person I married? So many things start coming up, and it can lead you to give up being romantic and rather shift your attention to somebody else who have more time for you. So, and good communication, as I said, means to listen and not to blame.
Yes.
I just want to read a text message, or let me say, a friend sent to me about one side chick and a wife.
Oh. Ah.
Maybe you have read it.
No,
before.
I've never read, but because I'm a man, I might know.
Okay. He said, okay, how to win your husband's heart. A brief telephone conversation with a housewife and her hubby's side chick. Madam, hello. Angela, please leave my husband alone.
Hey.
That's what the wife is telling the lady. And Angela said, hello, madam, sorry, I will, but kindly permit me to collect the amount he promised me so as to enable me open a salon. And then the wife said, money? How much is the money my husband promised you? And Angela was afraid, and she said, it's 250K, ma.
250K.
$250,000.
Yeah, maybe Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis, okay.
250,000 Ghana cedis. And then madam said, just 250K, all right, send me your account details. And then, surprisingly, Angela said, wow, madam. And then madam sent 450K instead of 250. The wife. I say, yes, 250K for the salon. Angela was asking madam, why? I said 250. And then you sent 450. And madam said, yes, 250 for the salon and 200K for defining your purpose of sleeping with my husband. Don't worry. I was once in your shoes. Please, just leave my husband alone. And Angela said, thanks, and God bless you, ma. But, madam, I have confidential issue to discuss with you, ma.
Hey, Kuwait.
Madam said, yes, go on. He said, Angela, she laughed and said, madam, your husband told me that each time you return from work, you just take your bath and go to bed without preparing his meal. You don't as well have romantic discussion with him except you want something important to collect from him. The madam was surprised. Madam said, he told you that? Angela said, yes, madam. Well, ma, let me tell you how I handle him on bed.
Angela is kind.
Yes, so that he won't think of going out to look for young girls like as I have already quit my relationship with your husband. And madam was anxious.
This is JafriQ Radio.
And he said, okay, go on. Angela said, madam, once it is 6 p.m. and you are not yet home due to the nature of your work, try to call him and ask him what he will eat, even if you won't be home on time to prepare it. Are you with me, ma? The woman was so surprised and said, yes, I am with you. And then Angela said, on your way home, visit a good restaurant and get delicious food. Then see how best you can get home before him. And he said, dish the food. And then since he is not in the kitchen type, you won't know he won't know if you bought it. Even if he eventually knows, he will appreciate the fact that you care about him. The side chick is teaching the woman how to handle the husband very well. And the madam said, go on.
Go on.
Angela said, then make sure you wear catapult or J-string pants.
What is catapult or G-string?
Mama, J-string you don't know. As for J-string, I know, but the catapult. The viewers will tell catapult.
Yes, they will tell us.
Please, someone should tell me what a
Yes,
catapult
they
is.
Please call and tell us what catapult a pant is. J-string pants and a transparent nightgown. Lay carelessly in the sitting room as he is eating, ma. Ensure you are wearing his favorite color pant. He likes white and pink.
Hey, this Angela.
Look at the Angela with the side. And the madam was crazy and said, what? And then Angela said, don't be surprised, madam. I am not through yet with what I am saying. Or should I stop? The madam said, no, please go on. And then Angela said, then as soon as he stands from the dining, ask him how he spent his day.
That's very important.
And prophesy to him that tomorrow will be better and that great things will surely come his way. Always be positive in your conversation. He told me you always spend much moment either on gossiping about others with him, pressing phone, or reminding him of family challenges when you know what he need is rest or words of encouragement after a stressful day. Angela, the side chick, and the mom was, she said, wow, Jesus
now, Becca.
And they say, so he told you this too? Angela said, yes, he did, madam. I am not through. See, after that scene, ensure he takes his bath, and if possible, give him body spray and prepare the bed for him to sleep. Don't ask him for sex, as you always do, according to him.
Or should he ask for what?
He said, listen well, And if possible, give him body spray and prepare the bed for him to sleep. Don't ask him for sex, as you always do, according to him. The man needs rest. You don't prepare him well. All that you do is,
Gossiping.
please come on. After gossiping and all these things, you don't give. And the madam was, this is serious. Angela said, very serious, madam. As you make your way to join him on bed, ensure you remove your pants and sleep close to him with your nightgown. Also, ensure you use body spray too, because he complains too much about not smelling good. Side chico. You can use good body spray. Check the supermarket for your choice. Concentrate on your armpits too, madam. After 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, stylishly look at his manhood a bit. The idiot will be protested. But because he is tired, his strength won't be there to take the first step. The woman is just giving the guidelines about, the side chick. He knows the man very, very well.
Wow. So now, who
Madam
who's the
shake
wife?
her head as tears drop from her eyes. Angela said, the madam asked Angela, how old are you? And he said, I'm 23.
Jesus.
He said, I have to tell you this. My younger brother deserves a wife, and you are a wife material. Please, I will transfer another 100K to you. I have a younger brother who is single and rich, and I promise not to tell him about your relationship with my husband. And I will give your number to him. Like, it was going on and on and on and on. But all that I want to say is the side chick even knows the man better than the wife.
So in this case, where did the problem started from? Where?
Maybe.
Is it the fault of the man or the fault of the woman?
It's
Reading from what?
it's the woman.
And when it's very long, when we go on and on, later on the man finds out that the wife has changed. And the woman told the man that it's for your side chick, Angela, who made me know much about you. So it means that they did not communicate. The communication was lacking in that marriage.
So instead of us to communicate with our wives or our husband, we tend to communicate with our friends, our family, and other people.
And even now, including me myself, I communicate with my phone.
Exactly. Now, this phone thing.
Sitting down.
Yes.
And then you be just.
This phone thing, it's creating a lot of problems.
Your phone.
Like social media, they are there watching, laughing, whilst leaving the other party alone. So all these things that we are saying, it's not for saying sake, but we are saying this so that where we fall short, we'll be able
to pick up the pieces
together and work hard to maintain a good and friendly relationship with our husbands.
Yes.
And wives.
Most of the time I think maybe we are too quick to forget. As we discussed the other last week, the kind of
This is JafriQ
we
Radio.
need in our marriage to keep it.
Yes.
The God kind of love, the family kind of love, and the romantic kind of love.
That's right.
So if the way that we are in our marriage now, if that was the same way some years before, we wouldn't have existed.
Exactly.
Because those times that you were interested in the lady or the man, look at the time you spend. Even you cannot go a day without hearing the voice, without sending message, without seeing him or her. So those moments, where did it go? What happened? What went wrong? The kind of gifts, the kind of outings, where did it go?
Can I come in for a second?
Please.
When we human, if we need something or we want something, we spend
a lot
of
time
time,
and
energy,
on
investment on that. But as soon as you get that thing and becomes yours, you forget about all that thing.
The beautiful moments.
And then, you start to relax a little bit because you are now the gamanche. There will be holes in the, in the potholes on the way. And that potholes, if a different person start to fill that potholes, that brings all this, breakages.
Yes,
into
exactly.
the marriage.
As for we women, when we are in a relationship before marriage, maybe courting period, you see how we look very presentable all the time, very neat. And as soon as we got married, it's like, oh, now the man belongs to me. So I can, behave the way I want, and I can just look like
I think the same applies to the men too.
Oh yes.
You cannot go to your girlfriend without putting on nice sprays, without brushing your teeth, without wearing designer shoes and clothes and those kind of. It's the true. But immediately we get married,
everything becomes.
We just relax. Maybe the man thinks now the woman is mine, so no problem.
I don't need any pressure.
Yes. And the woman also think I am now
the madam of the house.
So anything goes.
Because you're getting that thing on your left finger, you think it's over.
But
madam, go.
We should try as much as possible. In fact, this story that we've just read, it is rather unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Because you are supposed to keep my back, I keep your back. We are one. We are supposed to be there for each other. You are supposed to be my friend, my companion, my champion, my everything. So if there is something I'm not doing right, you need to feel free and tell me. Not us to meet at our worst time. That maybe something has come up and we are discussing, then archives starts popping up. And you are like, is it happening?
Wow.
You feel like you are a stranger. So all these things happening and you are not able to tell me, your wife, your husband, you maybe all these things are going wrong.
Maybe that the man told her, but she maybe didn't take it serious. Sometimes we got so many warnings, but we just overlooked certain things. So he's my husband, and so if I said this, what is it? If I did not prepare food, what is it? Maybe the maid will help me. What? So we don't take things like very serious until we see that our marriage is at the edge of crumbling. Then we begin to think about how best we can make it well. So it's like we need to know all these things so that we will do our homework very well, that we will not wait until a side chick come in before we do the right thing.
And the homework that you are just talking about is the communication.
Because
to make a better home, you really need to know each other.
Exactly.
And it ends up
This is JafriQ Radio.
Communicating to each other. And I want to say something here, I just made a word by, this is a new word in this program. It's called FCS. FCS.
F means?
Can you please tell me FCS, what it stands for?
Hey! FCS.
FCS.
F.
Aha. FCS. Thank you, producer.
Faithful Communication
Society.
Okay, I tried.
Oh,
Mama.
maybe I will get it. You know, see, maybe because
No,
maybe
try.
I'm reasoning
And
with
then
you.
try.
Let me say F food, food, and let me see C. Is it FCS?
FCS.
Food.
Oh, someone said faithful, communicated. Oh, is it communication?
Communication
And sex.
Okay, food, food, communication, sex.
Okay. Yes. It's good food. Food. You put the food on the table, as the side chick was telling this
Okay.
man. Prepare food for him when he comes back. Because
The favorite.
when we come back from work like this, we are very tired though.
Great.
But when I come back, I see that that fanti on the table.
That's right.
It boosts me.
Great.
And also you forgot
Your
that
stress
bad
and-
day, the stress that happens in the workplace.
Great.
You know? So, whilst eating that good food with your wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, then you'll be having your communication going on. You know, how was work? Oh, today your shirt is like this or why? Oh, yeah, some ice water or some coffee just pour on my one as going to board the trotro or something, or the train. You communicate, and then, are you cool? Yeah, and everything. And then after that, taking shower with that spray and everything. And then after global, then you start.
Viewers, don't forget that you are listening to JafriQ Radio Home Sweet Home program. And the topic for discussion is communication in marriage. We are discussing things that will help us to communicate effectively in our marriages.
In fact, I really agree with what
Popsan.
POP said, because one of the ways by which we can have good communication is during mealtime.
Great.
Mealtime. There was this man called what is the name? Michael something.
Okay.
Yes. So he's a comedian. He's a comedian and at the same time a travel writer. Michael Palin. He said, in almost every country I visited on pole to pole, the sharing of food was an important social activity, which is as it should be. A shared meal is the best forum for airing of grievances and celebration of pleasures that has yet been devised. So meaning mealtime is a very good avenue by which we can have good communication. But if you come to our world now, because of our busy schedules, because of the phone, the computer, social medias and whatsoever, you can find even most homes without a dining area.
That's right.
They have a living room with a TV, but a dining area they don't have.
It's
So
true.
sometimes everybody has his or her meal at different times.
And
Microwaves
pick
are
up
there.
onigiri and go your
So
way.
because of convenience, everything now we
Yeah.
want convenience. So that kind of family togetherness is no more. But in fact, we are blessed to be in Japan.
Oh, great. As for
They
Japan.
really appreciate those times. Breakfast and maybe especially dinner.
Dinner,
Dinner is a very special time
Yes.
in the Japanese calendar.
That's
It is
right.
time that the family gets together to share their ups and downs.
That's right.
So and even if you go to the Bible, Jesus used mealtime to express wonderful secrets.
To his
his
Yes.
disciples.
So mealtime is one place that we can have good communication that will help us to build our marriages up.
Wow. Viewers, you heard it by yourself. Mealtime.
Mealtime.
It's time we have to have the good communication with our spouse. That's the reason why I'm always telling to just tune into JafriQ Radio and listen to Home Sweet Home program, because we will give you a lot. a lot. A lot. Wow. Communication in marriage.
Communication in marriage.
It's very, very important.
Very, very important. Very, very important.
Very, very important.
Even like back home, in Ghana, I would say Ghana, if you go to the Ikrasi, you know, if you go to the Ikrasi, during, if the Otosan or the father is not back from work or from the farm, the mother would try and prepare the food and tell the children, "Mon China, mo papa ba, because it's another time which is very important for the whole family, not only for the wife and the husband, but also for the children. You know, the father will be asking the kids how was school. It's it's a very time,
Okay.
for the whole family
Very
to
important.
to have that communication thing going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
And as we are saying, we need to maintain the habit of expressing ourselves to each other as marriage couples. We need to do that because in the best marriage, we should know that there should not be secrets.
yes,
Yes, exactly.
In the best marriage, we should try as much as possible. It might be difficult, but we might try as much as possible not to allow secrets in the marriage. Because when we go back to the genesis of marriage, and the two of them were naked, but they were not ashamed. They really understand each other,
Very well.
each other's weaknesses and strengths,
Strength.
ups and downs, disappointments and fears. But a time where you try to hide your feelings, to hide how you are feeling, to hide certain things without communicating with your husband or with your wife, it paved way for so many things to enter into the marriage.
yes,
As we started from the beginning,
Correct.
this side chick. If the man was able to open, maybe he might have said it, but what effort did you make to help achieve that? You smell bad, but you never bought her.
This is
clothes.
JafriQ Radio.
So if maybe you smell bad, because maybe we don't know how he might said it. Maybe he said it not in a loving way.
Okay.
So in a way
that-
of saying that you are smelling bad, you are on your way back from work, you went to this perfume shop, you buy your favorite, and you present it to your wife.
she'll be happy.
She'll be happy.
Be happy.
Maybe the mouth smells. Before you sleep, oh my dear, let's go and brush our teeth. You are brushing and brushing. So some little things we don't feel it is something.
Yeah,
But we do it, and it go a long way to help.
Exactly.
So what are you doing to help change that attitude? Your wife or your husband is brought into your life to complement you,
That's right.
to complement, to fill in the holes in you. I'm not perfect.
No.
He is not perfect.
That's right.
So my imperfection, you use your perfectness to fill in.
That's right.
That is how the marriage is supposed to be. But most of the time, what happens?
This is JafriQ Radio.
We need as much as possible to keep communication. If I do something and you don't like, don't think I am a magician
No.
or I am a mind reader. It is only God who can read my mind, who
Right.
can read your mind. Unless you tell me, I wouldn't know. And it shouldn't be at the time, at our worst time, then you voice it out. It will worsen things. So
And-
I think we should try as much
Okay,
as
mommy, to come in, like sometimes you may see that if you want to communicate with your husband or your wife and the person has no interest in what you are trying to bring out, sometimes it's not like gossiping or something, but maybe you are telling your feeling and it's like the person doesn't have time to hear. All these things are also contributing to,
it is true.
yes,
But-
I don't have time to, like, you see that As soon as you just open your mouth to discuss issue, he pick up like phone,
his graphic.
just doing other things, telling you that I am
I'm
not
ready. But make the effort. Everything is effort. As we said from the Genesis, we said love is patient.
Right.
It's not easily angered. It does not give up.
Great.
So patience. The person might not be ready at the time, but with your patience and how you are not anger is out of the equation, the person knowing that you are serious will give in. It is effort. As from the first day when you saw the lady, you saw the man, and you cannot sleep without hearing or seeing him or her.
How many telephone calls?
So
I know somebody, and that man, the wife was in Ghana, and the husband was here. That time, no telephone like this. We go to the telephone booth. Japan, I do 12 o'clock. This man
you see,
will buy telephone card and go and call this woman. And what's Remy? And they will talk. She's laughing.
so it's the effort. It's the effort.
Effort.
In patience, you try to be patient and do that. It really, really helps.
Yes. You know, usually back home we say, and sagwe ijari way.
So
Benkum jari nifan and
benkum sujari nifa. So your left arm washes your
right
arm,
yes,
and then
right.
your right
So,
arm also
so,
washes.
so.
You know, as I said before, you're from a different family. I'm from a different background. We have come under one umbrella. So, what my mom taught me is different from yours. So
Exactly.
we have to know each other. We have to communicate, as we are saying, and komobon to bring us together. Kaiwa ohanashi ke konstara ne communication wa totemo daiji nan desu. Janakereba barabara ni naru kanose ga dai desu ne.
This is JafriQ Radio.
Very soon we will go on break, and when we come back, we will tell you more. So don't go away. Stay tuned. This is your favorite program, Home Sweet Home.
But what about the catapult pant?
Yeah, so our
Please, viewers.
I'm waiting now.
Viewers, we want to know what catapult pant is. So please,
I've never seen
if you have an idea of catapult pants, just send information to us. Just test us that catapult pant is A or B, and you can call in or phone in on this number. Yeah, after we come back, okay, I will give you the number, and you can watch the number on the screen. Yes, on your Facebook or whichever network you are using. You can see on your screen. So we will be right back. Don't go away.
Today too, I've learned a lot.
Hello, viewers. Welcome back. This is JafriQ Radio, Home Sweet Home. Your favorite.
This is
program.
JafriQ Radio.
Home Sweet Home. Let me remind you that the companies that made this program possible is Bayside Modeling Agency, the Church of Pentecost Japan, Zion Company Limited, AfroKids Japan, Simon Noble Solicitors, Turmeric Hotel, Willie Knox Jeans, and 1225 Jeans. And we just want you to know that we need more.
This is JafriQ Radio.
For these programs, and if you are interested to sponsor our programs, you can call +81704 231 9331. And if you are doing any events and you want us to promote the event for you, you can contact us. If you are doing your outdooring, your weddings, church event, or funeral, and you want us to announce it for you, we can do it. So you can still call the +81704 231 9331. And you can call the same number to send your comments on this program. We are talking, or we are discussing,
This is JafriQ Radio.
communication in marriage, effective communication in marriage. Some communication are not effective, but we are talking of effective one.
The powerful one.
The powerful ones. That will glue us together. Not the one that will make us feel very offended all the time.
Remember the unbreakable one. That's what we are talking about.
Unbreakable one. Let me read this announcement. The comments, those who have sent their comments. We have Mama Enin Vida.
Hey.
She is watching. And Mama Veronica Harris is also watching. Elder Ernest Foucault is watching. And Pastor Emmanuel Edujemfi of Ibaraki, he is watching. Mr. Clemsy K is watching. And Nana Amma Asantewa is watching us. And we have Ohima Lady D. She is.
This is
watching.
JafriQ Radio.
Augustine Ajemai is watching. You can send your comments. You can send your comments to us. We are talking of effective communication in marriage. You can call +81 704 231 9331. Effective communication in marriage. We have a lot of marriages or spouse who don't share their feelings with their spouse. Others says, I heard that someone say, your secret is your power. Your secret is your power. So they don't share, thinking that I have power when I keep my secrets. But we forgot that we said in sickness and in health, in whatever, the vows that we made will be transparent to each other.
So if we
So
said
if we have made this vow in presence of hundreds and thousands of people, and we think that keeping our secrets makes us strong. Are we not contradicting ourselves?
So, if secrets,
Mm.
Lord Melbourne, he said disagreement is not as dangerous as secrets, because secrets breeds mistrust, and mistrust leads to separation and eventually divorce. So for secret is very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Share it when there is disagreement, you could solve it. But when you don't share it and the person happen to know accidentally, it is really dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Really dangerous.
Exactly.
Secret.
You heard it by yourself. So one can't someone na se uku ana oye cotton wo baby. And that's all fifi man oh. And you know we because on fana jin Emma obi. Obehu se onyo no careful. Enti a yes said the na mama kan. Ye beka na afi yakon wo ho ana say
Just yes, you know.
ye essence ye de be hye ye ho na afi nipa no be kwakwate no so no so beti me agin say my secret is also my power.
My power.
So I know your secret and I will not tell you, but I will deal with you based on that.
So that does
And
not
it
show
will
love.
not
It doesn't show love.
It doesn't show love.
It will not bring peace in our marriages.
It's
As home sweet home, we want every home to look like
the
or to be like
heaven.
second
Second heaven. Exactly. You
on
see,
earth.
some couples also communicate through strangers.
Yeah.
They can't communicate
Directly. Oh,
to
wow.
each other, but
Hey.
they will try and communicate through strangers.
Wow.
Maybe the person is like, I'm really talking about my husband, but I pretend as if
Oh.
In the marriage.
in the marriage.
Hey. Oh. That is
Really?
I
How did that happen?
That is Abunai.
You want to say something to your husband, like my husband maybe when, for example, when we are having like sex, I want you to touch me at this angle, and I cannot straight away or directly said it to my husband, and I will say maybe a
Somebody.
friend or somebody said
So, or maybe
when they are having this, the woman said, when you touch this place is wow.
That one
But
is,
but
that,
you have said it. Why don't you say it straight away that
that
it's
one
you?
is wrong.
so I think lack of planning,
That one is wrong.
lack of
Yeah.
planning to have time with each other also causes that. Because we have to make that effort to plan, to make time for each other. No matter how busy you are, it is very important. For example, when you come to Japan here, see how the system is.
Very
You
busy.
go out in the morning,
But
by the time you come back, you are broken into pieces.
Very, very broken into pieces. Oh.
So it is making an effort. How do we talk effectively? One of the way is to plan and make an effort to make time for each other. We already said one about meal time, another time that we could have effective communication or talking together. And also someone will say that I don't have anything to tell my husband.
Hey.
We don't have interest.
Ah, I've heard it before, Martina.
Yes. So how do I communicate? So in this case, you have to try as much as possible to develop like interest. Before, I'm not interested in sports. Though I was a sports girl when I was in school, that was what brought us together. Though, but I'm not so much interested. But I know my husband is so much interested in sports. He like watching this
Liverpool and those kind of
things.
I see.
So at
Chelsea
least, yes.
And
So maybe, especially when they are doing these studies on, if he's watching, I try to also yes. So we can have something in common to share. He likes listening to the news so much. So I also try to develop that kind of attitude. I also listen to the news. So when it comes up, oh, did you hear the news? The breaking news that is going on. So so shared interest. So if we develop that, we'll be able to have so many things to talk about.
It's very, very important.
But if your interest is not my interest, what can we talk about?
yes. When we get married, your enemy becomes my enemy.
Exactly.
And your friend become my friend.
Exactly.
Not enemy like you're fighting your brother, but your enemy of I don't like this. I don't like this food. It means that I should also cultivate a character on not liking that food. We can try doing that.
It's very, very important.
Very,
because
very
it's
Take
very
interest
important.
in your husband's hobbies.
Yes.
Your husband also take interest in your hobbies.
In your hobbies.
In your likes, your dislikes. So
And
you have
before you
common
realize,
things to
you
talk
become
about.
like
This is
a
JafriQ
brother.
Radio.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you understand each other.
Yes.
So if we lack communication, as mommy said, your spouse is not a magician
Yes.
to know whether you like it or not. Even it's during even sexual intercourse, it happens.
Exactly.
They cannot share. Like
Like what?
I like this style,
Let's go deep because me.
so do it for me. When you touch me
FCS.
here, it just put me on.
Yeah.
But
You put it on.
if I said this,
Madam.
my
You put it
husband
on
may
what?
think that I am a bad girl.
No.
That's what some other people think.
Exactly.
Yeah. But if you don't
Communicate. How do you know?
how did he know?
Question.
Okay.
Madam was trying to try my question out. I said, he said, put you on what? Give us more definitions.
What did you need again? Putting you on is
yes.
putting you on.
Yes. To arouse your feelings.
Aha.
Yes. In that
Oh.
way, you have. That's what you need to communicate it.
Yeah.
Because maybe some people, as I've always been saying that we are all created differently.
Yes.
So sometimes it is good you read books, okay, but take time to explore each other. For me, most of these books about sexual feelings and those kind of things, it didn't help me. I was a novice, so I thought maybe those things will help. In the part of the country I come from, we don't talk about sex
That's
openly.
right.
So before you get into marriage, you don't have any kind
Any-
of education on that. So you go inside, before you yourself, you try to, all our moves and those things, we developed it ourselves. Those book things and those kind of things, it didn't work. All was because of communication.
Exactly.
They say maybe a woman, when you touch the nipples, it puts hair on. But it didn't work for me. So it depends.
It
So
depends.
please, if you
It
touch my nipple,
depends.
it makes me angry. I don't like it. Do it this way. Touch this part. Touch this part. That one, yes. And if I'm not able
If
to
you
tell,
don't-
if I
you will
didn't say
just
it,
grab your
if I don't say it, how will we know?
and you come more angry all the time.
You see?
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
not
yeah. So you have
enjoy
to
it.
speak out.
Yes.
what
So
you want.
communication is
And how you want it.
exactly.
It's I've learned a lot from this woman called Ekuma Mama Zimbe. She has this program going on called Odrahoma. And when she started, and people were like criticizing her,
Yeah,
like,
people.
then I would be a
Oh.
barrier, but it's very important because, as she was saying, back in Africa or in Ghana, they don't teach sex, which is very, very, very bad because no matter what good food you put on the table, good communication you put on the table, my friend, if you don't put that good sex on the table, you might have 60 over, no, 40 over 100.
Just
Hey.
imagine.
Yeah.
40 over 100 is Abunai.
Yo.
It's a fail.
So for you to get 70 or 80 or
Oh,
90
really?
or 100
No,
over 100,
sex, I mean, contribute a greater part
Of course.
yes, that's the omega
in our marriage.
in our marriage.
Because
Hey,
just come to think of
Kofsan
it.
said Omega in our
Just
marriage.
come to think of it.
This is JafriQ
When
Radio.
He was in the family. He was eating.
Yes.
He was having companion.
Yes.
The only thing he was not having is sex.
Yo.
Wow.
So the thing that differentiates your husband or your wife from the others, all others, is that the omega, as he's saying. So if that aspect we are not able to communicate well,
Communicate
it's
well.
going to it's
And
going
do
to be,
it
yes.
well for each other's satisfaction.
Yes.
It will also bring.
And there should be, a little bit, styles.
We have sex language. The style we are talking about, that is the
Yes.
sex language, the sex communication
So,
too.
you
So
know.
if you don't know it, if you don't know it and you don't express it, it doesn't work.
It doesn't help.
Because
Yes,
some men
yes.
just want to come in just like that, no
and
knocking,
some men
no
need
nothing.
to also educate their wives.
That is
Some may come in like virgins and they don't know anything about how sex works and how it is. But in this case, they have to also take time to educate their wives.
Yes.
Or if your husband is also a virgin, you can still, not necessarily that you have maybe spoiled yourself, no, but maybe you have read more books, and anytime you have a new
But-
idea,
Dickness,
you can still share.
as you said, spoiling. You don't need to spoil in outside, but in the room with you and your wife and your husband, you have to spoil for him or her. Oh, seriously. Because
See,
if you don't, as you see, the story that you just left, you read,
yes,
the side chick was telling the woman how to behave
yes.
on the bed.
But why is it that, especially
This one, Mama
Let me
is
say
not happy
especially the
about
men.
it at
Yes.
all.
especially
that?
the men,
Yes. How
You
did
were
you
able.
tell your
Yes.
side chick? It depends on how the lady also approach the man.
No, but I think
Oh,
men
it's-
find it difficult to maybe teach their wives. They find it difficult. There was one lady, I read it on the internet. There are so many things she doesn't know. But when she asks the husband to, like, he's not patient enough to help, but in her face, a friend, another lady friend or something will call, or maybe the same issue. The way the husband will have the time, the patience, and direct the other person doesn't have it for the
Then
wife.
that means the man don't like the wife. Period.
Not necessarily the man don't like the wife,
But what?
but it may be. Please stop looking at me the way you are looking.
But I think
It is not right.
It is not right.
It is not right, but maybe it depends on how the lady may be started. Why don't you teach me this? And you don't know
Were you
that.
there? Were you
No,
there?
I say because the man has time to, explain things
To somebody.
to somebody. But why this same man cannot explain to the wife?
Why?
Abra, you're making a point.
Why? Because if I can
Maybe-
have time to
Maybe you're not fair
explain
enough.
certain thing to, somebody who is not part of the family, and the one sitting right
Right
beside
by
me,
I
I
can't do that.
cannot.
So,
Isn't it something? It's wrong.
Chotomate. So,
Yeah, maybe the way the woman also,
was
Well-
asking the question.
yes, it can also just put the man off. My
What do you
friend,
think
don't
maybe-
ask me this.
What do you think
We have to have, the polite way to approach our husbands and our wives, our spouse, and how we have to ask wisdom from God, the kind of words
You have to use.
Yes, we have to use.
It's true. I was reading a book
Yes.
recently, and that was exactly what, because as you said, some of the couples they expect their wives or their husband to be magicians. Yes. You should know this.
Exactly.
You should know you shouldn't do this. You must know you have to do this. If the Holy Spirit does not help us, we will not know. So our prayers is that, Father, reveal to me what my husband or what my wife needs and wants, and enrich me in mind, in spirit, and in soul, to be able to give up my best.
And then you put it in practical.
Yes,
Because if
practical
you do too
aspect
much
too.
theory,
It's also
and there's
needed.
no practical, it's like plus. You kind of move and plus minus plus 0.
That's why you need the effort.
Cost
And
90.
you can say,
Cost 90.
Cost 90.
can't
That's
cost
why
90.
you
Cost
need the
90 is
effort.
0.
The effort
The
is
effort.
needed. The effort is needed.
Mm.
Because it's not easy. As you said, you want to talk with your husband or with your wife, but the person is not ready. You need the effort.
Yeah.
Keep on. Don't fail. Don't give up. And the person will give ears to you.
And you should also, check the appropriate times to talk to our husbands. Maybe if he is not in a good mood and you started bringing something that will even pile up the stress,
Exactly.
he
But-
will not give
Exactly.
ears to what you're saying.
know-
So you just create an atmosphere, a nice atmosphere, and just bring out what you wanted to say.
You know, we men, my uncle used to say, we are just like, excuse me, don't get angry, you men. We are just like okramai.
You see?
Poppy. So if you naderu, naderu.
Yeah.
If you naderu us, became like poppy.
Oh, you see, it's true. Because I saw a video that came out, because it was the video that came out. That's why I am talking about a home minister. That a small lady is controlling him like a remote, remote control. Just let me see your shirt, and then he just, what brand are you wearing? And she just, maybe the wife, he will not even do that to the wife.
So
Just imagine.
you have to
You
go
see,
active.
I feel like hugging you.
So,
But maybe
so men are
over
always
the
like
years, he
babies.
never even said it to the
Oh.
wife. We don't know, maybe. Yes. So we have to just build a relationship. Communicate to each other. You are me and I am you.
Exactly.
That's how we have to see it.
You know, share.
As you said from the beginning, how you say it, how you say it.
Yes.
So I just want to say that there are about five things to consider before you talk.
Exactly.
Let me put
So
my
the
pen
first
down.
one, check what you say.
Check what you say.
Check where you say it. When you say it, how you say it, and to whom.
Say.
Who are those people around when you are saying certain things? How you say it, when you say it, all those things matters. All
Right.
those things matters. The timing of
The
it.
timing.
So as you say, you may
Timing.
say it at a time that the person is not
In a very good,
good
mood.
mood. The person will just be volatile and just burst into flames. So we should always consider how, where, when, who are there. Some people, especially the men.
Hey, women dear. Oh. Today, left and right.
Especially the men.
What have we done?
Please,
Wow.
when you want to talk with your wives, try as much as possible not to do it in public. Some men are very fond of that.
Yeah.
How they talk with their wives in public
In
is
public.
not nice. It's not nice. So as you men, you expect we to respect you. We also need that because we are one. So what you need as respect, remember we also need it. What you need as submission, we also need it. So the way we talk to our wives, our husbands in public, we should know. They said that the man is the head of the
family.
woman. Okay?
Ah,
And
okay.
if there is a verse in the Bible that is said, women should cover their head.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe we feel it is the physical covering, but it's like you are protecting your head, who is your husband. So usually, try as much as possible, you protect your husband you cover your husband.
Great.
The husband is the head of the woman, as Christ is the head of the man and the
Yes.
family. So that verse, yes, many people might have different understanding. That some people could say is a physical covering, but the head, as you a woman, is your husband. So know how you talk about your husband. Most of the time, we try to say the bad things about our husband, but the good things we don't say.
Don't say.
You have uncovered your husband. You have disgraced him. How do you shield him? We are to be their protector. We are to be their cover. Their cover in all things. So we should check the way we talk when we are with them and when we are outside. How do we portray our heads to the public? It should always be a cover. And that cover should be a crown. That will bring glory to the man.
The man.
Because when you go to the Proverbs, we have some this thing that we say oyerepa oyenukunu abotire.
Abotire, yeah.
You see, oyerepa oyenukunu abotire.
This is
That
JafriQ
glory.
Radio.
It means glory. It means respect. It means so many things. So we should try as much as possible. If you are the type that always send your husband out negatively, the respect is gone. You might respect your husband, but the public
Others
will
will
not
not.
respect
Yeah.
him.
Exactly.
You have uncovered your head.
That's true. That's true.
So we have to take note. This communication matter.
Yes.
It is very, very important. We have so
very
many ways of
important.
communication, how you understand it, but we have to try as much as possible. Our communication will not bring death, but will bring life.
Exactly.
Yes.
The way we speak about our husbands
And our wives.
and our wives.
Oh, that one also counts.
Just want
course.
all our contemporaries know that your husband is very wicked man.
You have uncovered your
You
head.
have uncovered. And even your confession is your possession. So if you see your husband and confess that the man is wicked, the woman is wicked woman, she will be wicked until that wickedness kill you. So it is very, very important to speak well
Wow.
of our spouse, not to uncover them,
But to cover them.
but to cover them.
Yes.
Hi, today you see you. You see how much appall you have now? Let me read these messages that has come. Yes, Sabi Haruna Sisse is waving his hand. And Haruna said, I am watching you live from Nagoya.
Thank you.
And we have Ohima Mary. Ohima Mary say, good work done. I'm really enjoying the program. Bravo to you all.
Thank
And
you.
greetings to all the misses in there, especially Mamefi. Yo, Mamefi. Pope sons better have. Oh, and I have my own daughter from Ghana. She is watching. Her name is Rihanna. It's not Doreen. Rihanna is watching. Rihanna. Yes. The other time she called and he said, mommy, the program that you are doing is so good.
Amen.
In fact, all these things, we don't learn it in the church. If we've learned that, maybe we would have not been in a situation
Aha, you
where
have-
we are now. So it is good. Nana, we promise you of the best, okay? So don't worry. Keep watching. Keep watching.
But Mama,
Yes.
can't you educate the women in the church with all this as we are doing now? Is it a taboo?
No, it's not a taboo. Especially, me when, I was lucky to have a mother who understands what marriage is. A church mother, she taught me a lot. But when I met the marriage counselors, all that they told me is go and submit to your husband. And that submission that they are talking about, what should I submit to? I didn't know much of it, and it just submit. If you submit, your husband will love you. And you know what? One deaconess told me, and it affects me so very much. He said, you have not given birth yet, so don't allow your husband to enter you strongly. You don't.
This is JafriQ Radio.
If you do that, you cannot even conceive. So be careful. After you have given birth 1 or 2, then it's okay. You can make him. And that thing I was afraid to. Allow myself, and it was so hard for my husband initially because I was afraid that if he penetrates too much, maybe I'm not going to have children. And I was like, so it's information. So it took him, a little time to educate me, and we had a chance to join the program. One of our pastor introduced to us at Ken UST, and then we went there and through yes, I forgot the professor's name, but she did a very good job. And
this one should let us know that we should be careful whom we listen to.
Exactly.
Yeah, you check whom
you listen to.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
it goes a
I
long
thought she was
way
a deaconess, and she has the best to tell me.
But it's not all the deaconesses, or the pastors, or the elders,
much.
or the
Exactly.
deacons.
Because
Not all of
the
them
counselors
knows
are
much.
saying the same thing happened to me.
Just I think
most of the things,
Mhm.
most of the things I learned, 2 of my teachers,
Oh, okay.
my parents,
Mm-hmm.
those were the people who helped me so much. My high school music teacher, the same music and language teacher, and my parents. Those are, and the books that my parents introduced me to when I was growing up. Those were the things. But when you come to the counseling, especially in the church, I think we are lacking.
Exactly.
We are really, because there are so many things that we don't know.
Don't know.
We
So
just enter it like that, now we start.
You are my deaconess, you are my deaconess. On top of it, you are my deaconess boss. So, as a deaconess, and you said this, we are lacking this in the church. And you guys have a lot of congregation, like women following you or like under you. What is your desire for this?
What can we do for them?
What can you do for this new coming up couples, or like even the people who are married in the church now, and they are just always being what are all those? If you don't
All fall
understand,
down.
if you don't,
All fall down. There was somebody was telling how the church is.
know this woman.
Is that the Pentecost is Bomasenium or something? The
No.
Pentecost
But I
women.
think
I
the question he's asking, I think we are doing, we have a lot of
we
teaching
have a
going
lot,
on.
and
Oh,
yes,
really?
Yes.
we
So
need
every
to
Tuesday,
do more.
yes.
Especially we
Tuesday
have
when
to
you join-
inculcate all these things in our.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
So I think the teaching
is
is
good.
going on. The
Good.
teaching is really, really going on.
Also,
So-
This is JafriQ Radio.
The Church of Pentecost in Japan, women's movement,
Yes.
have started teaching
Exactly.
Yes.
You know,
we
all
do
these
it
things
online.
Every
on
Tuesday
yeah,
on
people.
Zoom.
That's
on
very
Zoom.
good.
Every
Yes.
Tuesday
That's
on
very
Zoom.
good. So the Church of Pentecost,
Not necessarily on marriage, but different
Different
topics.
topics that
Yes.
will help us
Yes,
in our
help us
marriages.
in our
in
because
our
as you both
homes.
said, your deaconess gave you a wrong information. it's very
So
serious.
I was afraid, and that's true. I was afraid.
We thank God
And
for
really,
that.
some
And-
people to say that when you are pregnant, you are not supposed to have sex, which is a big fallacy.
I mean, that one is the most delicious one.
You are right. I
Oh,
agree
yes.
with you.
The most delicious.
I have 3 children. I've tried it, and I'm telling you.
Oh my. I see.
And one of the things that we need to consider is talking about our feelings. I think we've talked a lot about it.
This is
Our
JafriQ
real
Radio.
Our real
Our
feeling.
real feeling. Women, we try not to express our real feeling.
Because if you express it
We
as soon
try,
as
yes.
Mm.
Because sometimes
Hey.
you are coming closer to me. I say, please don't get closer to me. But really, in my spirit, I want you to hug me.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, as for that one there, I don't do. If I feel it, I feel it.
No, maybe sometimes what I'm trying to say, maybe there is a misunderstanding. You are angry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are angry. Your husband is coming close to you. Please don't come to me. Don't come to me. But really, we are saying, please, can you hold me tight and tell me you love me?
Oh,
You see, so
that's
like, but if but yes, it's sometimes when it comes as a surprise, it is more effective than maybe saying it. Okay, but we have to try as much as possible to express our real feeling. Yes, it is very important. Sometimes your husband is coming closer to you. Please don't touch me. I'm so tired. Really, you are saying that. Please, can you do it the more? Can you continue? Can you please continue?
Okay.
But yes.
man, don't take no as an answer.
Exactly. That is it.
If you
Yes.
don't take your time, she said no, and you
No,
don't.
please don't.
Don't take no as an answer.
Because I remembered if my husband was to take no for an answer from the first beginning, maybe we wouldn't have been. But because love never fails, love
That's
never
right.
give up. He didn't give up. So it's
Whoa.
like, yeah, so don't take no for an answer. Continue. Yes. We should try as much as possible
As
to express
much
our
as
real feeling.
possible.
Our real feeling.
It's very important.
Adeɛ ne hyehyɛ wo ho a ka wo ka. Manya wo adwene sɛ meka yi abrantie. Adeɛ wonim sɛ wopɛ paa.
No, it makes the whole thing very interesting. You know, the communication at home, the whole thing. I will say, Bema no crampo say, or point you and so Kobe be or persuading, or Beffientum, or Obe Huni, and as an in a bush for. So,
That is it.
into your holiday, very, 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 very important. For
Yeah, it's important. Oh, you know what? Mama Harry said, good job. And Elder Lack, he said, this is BBC. Elder.
And I like carrying
Yes,
Yes.
it's BBC. Thank you, Elder.
And I like to come one day and
Yeah, exactly. I think so.
Elder,
Yes.
please come.
Elder,
I
please
think
come.
so, yes.
Yes. So it's good to tell our spouse our feelings.
Exactly.
It's very, very important.
Yes. If not, the side chick will teach you how to handle your husband. And this side chick is very kind lady, I think.
He's
If
very
not,
kind.
she will take advantage of the woman and grab the man for good.
This is JafriQ Radio.
And
So,
one thing I would like to say, you see, women and men, we have different feelings.
Yeah.
For example, women, there is a time in the month that our feeling
Yes.
is very high. And when it gets to that time and your husband is feeling honey, please, I think you shouldn't ignore that moment.
Just take advantage of it.
Exactly. Because women are not like men. We are not like men. As for men, 24/7, you can give them food and they are ready to eat at any time.
At any time.
Anytime.
They
But
don't feel
women are
tired.
not like that. So you need to study your especially your wife's circle to know when she really feels that. Because if you are not able to meet her at that particular moment, it also paves way for so many things. So you see that some women, they still go back to during those times. You see they start communicating with their exes and those kind of things.
Yeah.
So when you see that moment, try as much as possible, even if
But, mommy, why if, like, you think this is my heat period, that I need my husband.
Tell him.
Is it a crime to tell your husband?
Yeah,
Honey,
it's not a
today
crime.
is.
But
Sometimes you can even send a text message.
Mommy,
Today we have a
Mommy,
match. Do you
some
know?
of the men, you tell them and they are not ready. Sometimes they make fun of it.
Really?
Yes, there was
Hey.
a friend who said that.
Men,
During that time, like, maybe, hey,
what is wrong with you, men?
Because you are in it, so you are in it. So, like, you want to retaliate or something like that. So
Oh.
they make fun of.
Now
fun
that
of
you are in
group.
it,
Yes,
you are in it,
so,
you want
so
Ah well, if you make fun and that period pass, you see you are in trouble. So
you are
then,
in trouble.
if your wife
he's trying to open the castle for you.
confidently
Tell you, I
tells
want
you that I want you, please don't hesitate to
Because
ask.
we are hot.
Let me tell men one thing. If your partner or your wife, your girlfriend,
No,
we
not
don't say
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
For girlfriend,
We are not talking about that.
And the lag will be very mad.
this is home sweet home.
Yes,
We are
home sweet
talking
home.
of
home family, not.
and not outside.
If your wife tells you that today is my munchim day, and even you are tired, I have one advice for you. If you go to the drugstore,
Hey,
go and buy energy drink back. Even if you are tired, like whatever. Because Japan, you work, you stand there. By the time you reach home, maybe you're broken.
like
Yes.
Take it, sip it, just like that, and just whistle yourself. And leave it.
Oh, it's
The rest will
very
come.
important. Yes.
wow. So you see how interesting it is to, communicate with your spouse
It's very important.
about how you feel. Talk.
You know,
it's you.
This is JafriQ Radio.
let me give an example for myself. You know, this thing, if they look at me, they'll beat me on. You know, my wife is a very Haskashi story, shy. When I met her in Ghana and all this, she doesn't talk. You know, but gradually, I tell her, I'm a mansa, if you're a mansa, this is what I like. Let's do it like that. You know, when I come from job, you know, these days, when we go to Ahimfie, this is how we should behave. And gradually, she listened
Catching
to
up.
me. She's catching up, and recently, hey! Ask this woman, 6 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going home.
oh, that is the reason.
Yes, you see
Until-
how communication. Yes, he was able to. Yeah, so that is a good husband.
In fact,
That is a good husband.
nowadays after sex you will work in the office.
That
We
is
will
how
give
it
you
should
more
be.
job.
That is how it
Oh
should
no
be.
no. Yes.
That is how it
We
should
will
be.
not give you more job.
Inside me, now I'm so happy.
Great. Great.
And
So if you were
Great.
not to tell her,
Hey.
if you
She
were not to
wouldn't
tell her,
have known.
expecting that you should be a magician, you should be a mind reader to read your
To
mind.
read your
Would
mind.
you have gotten this far?
yeah,
No. So
like
please,
maybe
husbands, wives,
hey, you're looking at my face.
let's try as much as possible to communicate.
To communicate.
To communicate.
You see, oh,
To communicate.
it
Women,
helps.
let us cover our husbands up.
Exactly.
Stop going back to your exes. Stop it.
This
Stop
thing,
it.
mommy, we will talk about faithfulness in marriage,
Exactly.
and we will talk about it. Others feel so comfortable to discuss
Their
issues.
husbands with their exes.
Their exes.
Meanwhile, the wife, you are supposed to be your husband's cover. So you see most exes interfering into the marriages.
This is JafriQ Radio.
Exactly. Most. In fact, one lady said the way he loved the ex.
Wow.
Anytime they met, they had sex.
And even she was a dickness.
No.
You shouldn't have said it. This is secret.
I didn't say it though. I say
You
it.
see?
I didn't say it.
It was so serious.
Mm.
So we have to,
Yeah,
if
this
the,
might-
It's
the
communication,
if the
communication,
yes,
communication,
a whole
communication.
thickness, a whole thickness.
Not in our church. Oh.
No, not in our church. It's doing this.
It is
Bec-
lack
I
of
don't
communication.
know.
Lack of communication.
So men, please have a listening ears also, and try and help your wives.
This is
So
JafriQ
that we
Radio.
will together build a mighty relationship and a good home. We shouldn't take things for granted. As for this, oh no, I don't have time. I'm just going and I'm just doing this. You will go and do that, and later you will find your watchman, security man at the gates, using your wife for you.
It happens a lot. though.
happens.
It happens a lot.
It happens.
Mm.
Others,
But you
their
don't have-
own drivers that they pay them because their husband doesn't have time for them.
If you listen to Akuma's program,
Eh,
there's a lot
That's why
going
we
on.
need the education. As he's saying
yes.
that he got time to teach the wife, I want this, I
And
want it
so-
this way, I want it that way. That is a good thing.
There's a lot
Yes.
of
And
things
there
we
is
haven't done.
another, there is
And it's 1 out of 100 people who
Exactly.
can do. Others
And
are so busy
it's
they don't
one
have
thing
time.
saying it, it's another thing listening.
Doing. And
Listen,
yes.
listening.
Okay, so
Listening to, I think listening is also another topic we could
This is
talk about.
JafriQ Radio.
Listening. Listening is so many ways.
Yes.
Listening.
So
and
please,
doing.
let's do our possible best to communicate to each other. Mommy always said we are there to complement each other.
Exactly.
Please, don't wait until you just put your hands on your head before you know that your marriage is in trouble.
had I know.
It's always at last.
And there are some men too, they offer their shoulders for their exes. To lay their heads and cry on, but their shoulders are not there for their
For
wives.
their wives. Their wives is always in the
Oh, if you want to cry, I'll
Just merely, just be there for us. We'll also be there for you.
Oh,
okay.
you know, we just but very soon we will end this program
Oh,
for
why?
today.
Ah,
A lot has been said, and I know that you have made notes. Yes, just refer to your notes all the time, and just keep this in your heart and in your mind. Yes, that you will communicate effectively with your spouse. Don't let, other people come in. Don't allow the third party to teach you what to do. And before it got to that time,
This is JafriQ Radio.
care must not be taken. You might not get your husband or your wife back. So please do your possible best to communicate. Tell your spouse how you feel about him. Not all the time that we complain. As for complain, it's easy for us to complain.
Yeah, yes, it's easy.
And why is this? And why is that? And why is this? And why
You
is
can't
that?
compliment.
Yeah. That one, let me say one thing. We have, producer, we have time. For that
No,
one,
we have just 3 minutes.
when I, since I've moved with this, my year, she have never complained anything.
Whoa!
Anything, me pa choma nyeni ye fa che me.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, don't start, oh. Don't start, oh. Don't start. We are on air, please. Don't start.
So wow. So one thing that
Hey,
really
you see,
melts
oh.
him.
You see your women, see?
You see?
The man himself is crying because the woman's,
Never
complain. Never complain. And so you see, you are complaining and destroy the heart of your husband. So please, let's stop complaining.
And compliment.
Let's stop gossiping about people. Concentrate on your marriage and work hard
Work it out.
to make it a very good, your husband, make him a very good husband you want to see. make him a very good husband. Mama, your last word,
Please,
and we bring this program to
all my last word, I want to compliment this book, the marriage book. It is a very wonderful book. I
Great.
wish every couple should get one. The marriage
What
book.
is the author and the
author
title?
is Mickey and Sila Lee.
Mickey and Sila Lee.
Yes, the marriage book.
The marriage book is volume.
It's just
volume one.
The
Okay.
marriage book. It is a wonderful book that if you are getting one, buy one for yourself and one for your husband or wife. It is a wonderful thing that is going to help build your marriage. As I said from the beginning, that marriage is a source of blessing. Marriage is a source of love, rejoicing, grace, satisfaction, and romance. We should try as much as possible to implement the key of communication that will catapult us to a home, sweet home.
Hey!
God richly bless you for listening.
God richly bless you, Mama. Someone said catapulting has come. We didn't get explanation from you
Yes,
about the catapult. So please, next time you have to send what it means and what that catapult pant means. Let us know. And before I take my last word from Mr. Pop,
Hey.
I will. Elder Ernest is watching and he's saying, "God bless you all." Elder,
Amen.
God bless you too. Fats.
Tonight, Elder, if you don't take care.
If you don't take care, I will swallow you.
Hey! Please, I'll be back.
Ahima Mary said, "God bless you all."
Amen.
Ahima, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Director,
Hey, it's
Mr. Pope, your last word,
Hey.
and we bring this program to an end.
My last words there. Oh, I think Mama have said it all. In marriage, to get a good marriage, to make a better home, to know each other well, is this communication that we are talking about today. So the more you communicate, no matter who, which religion, which tribe, communication in marriage is back home.
It's true. Communication and marriage.
So communication in marriage is very important. Even breakable homes, through communication, the man and the woman can bring it back to become a successful home. Thank you for inviting me today. And I'm done and I'm
You
going.
can revitalize your
Exactly.
marriage,
Exactly.
reboost your marriage through communication. So please do well to communicate well, communicate effectively, don't complain.
This is JafriQ Radio.
We have had too much complaint and our marriage.
This is JafriQ Radio.
But now let's turn our ways, and instead of complaining, let's say positive things about our spouse. And I know that the positive that we confess will get the positive results and the positive answer. So, viewers, we thank you so much for watching us and listening to us on JafriQ Radio Home Sweet Home program. We are reminding you that the companies that made this program possible to you are Bayside Modeling Agency, the Church of Pentecost Japan, Zion Company Limited, Afro Kids Japan, Simon Noble Solicitors, Turmeric Hotel, Willie Knox Jeans, and 1225 Jeans. We are reminding you again that if you want to make an announcement on your wedding, outdooring, church event, or funeral, you can still contact us and we will announce it better for you, and we need more sponsors for our programs. So if you have your own company and you want us to promote your company for you, you can still call us and we negotiate, and then we'll do it for you. Ghana Embassy is announcing to all Ghanaians who are in Japan here is that at first the passport amount to get a passport, you have to pay 28,000 yen, but now they have reduced it to 15,000 yen. So you can call them, you can call the embassy and get more details from them, or you can just contact them through online, embassy online, and they will, talk much, explain much to you. But the price is not 28 now, it's 15,000.
This is JafriQ Radio.
And it's a communication in marriage is very important, because if you can communicate honestly, your marriage has a good chance of being happy and healthy. Elders, in fact, the importance of communication should be considered.
This is JafriQ Radio.
From courtship days, as it sets the right foundation of your relationship. Hey, this is
JafriQ Radio.
I did not afraid. Now I understand.
Okay.
Now I understand. And we are sorry to announce to you that African Today program will not come on due to the circumstances beyond our control, and we apologize to you that we are sorry. It will not come on this week. Last week too, were unable to.
This is JafriQ Radio.
And this week, so please.
This is JafriQ Radio.
When everything is set.
This is JafriQ Radio.
You know when it's coming.
It's JafriQ Radio.
On. We have.
This is JafriQ Radio.
The production team. We have engineer DJ Clemsy.
This is JafriQ Radio.
Yeah. And also we have our producer POD, aka Diamond Prince, and executive producer Nanaya Pope.
This is JafriQ Radio.
Bra Pope Nanaya, please. Don't cry. Don't cry again. Don't cry again. Nanaya, don't cry again. Okay, until Home Sweet Home comes your way again next week, we say sayonara.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami alikolana buso wami awukolana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami alikolana lale